Honorable Speaker, sir, I had pointed out the figures regarding the fee reimbursement and MTF arrears inherited by Telangana government from the previous Congress government in erstwhile Andhra Pradesh. So the arrears in respect to Telangana came to rupees 1,880.97 crores. The Honorable Chief Minister Saab had stated that these arrears were cleared after formation of Telangana state, sir. Sir, I would like to know from the Honorable Chief Minister Saab the total demand for RTF, MTF, including the arrears during the year 2014 and 15, 2015 and 16, 2016 and 17, and the total release during these years, sir. Sir, after the release of 1,391.81 crores in the current year, the total amount to be released by RTF, MTF includes arrears and demands for the current year would be rupees 4,504.40 crore. If I am wrong, Honorable Chief Minister and the government can correct my figures, sir. Sir, I would request for an assurance from the government on a specific time frame, deadline for clearing the arrears as well as the payment of RTF and MTF of students for the current financial year, sir. Sir, again, I would say that if I am wrong, I may be corrected. When I had said, as per my information, and the information on the website says that 4,504.40 crore is the amount due. Sir, in this, the scheduled caste due is 171.77 crores. If I am wrong, I may be corrected, sir. So the dues for STs, as per my information, is 130.66 crores. For BC welfare, sir, the dues are 910.72 crores, sir. Sir, for EBC, sir, economically backward, the dues are 167.31, sir. Sir, for disabled, the dues are 67 lakhs. And coming to minorities, sir, the minorities dues are 189.26, sir. Sir, if I am wrong, I may be corrected, sir. This is why I request the government for an assurance and also an assurance on the government on a specific time frame for clearing the arrears as well as payment of RTF and MTF, sir, for the students for the current financial year, sir. So yesterday I had pointed out that enhancement of income ceiling by the government for the RTF and MTF of rupees 1.5 lakh in rural areas and 2 lakh in urban areas. So this should have invited more applications from the students for MTF and RTF due to higher income ceiling. Now the question arises, why this applications have reduced, sir? Sir, one more important clarification is needed from Honorable Chief Minister Saab, sir. I don't know how this information is there on the website. I have gathered this information, and these are very shocking revelations. I don't know if there is something might be wrong in this. If there is something wrong in this, this needs to be corrected, sir. Sir, my submission to the Honorable Speaker, sir, is that, through you to the government, is that, sir, once when a student form is accepted and his scholarship application is registered and the amount is released to the respected colleges. Like 4 years back, sir, one student's application was accepted. Then again next year he is supposed to renew it. Sir, now I fail to understand is that, one question is that, why should they again and again go for the renewal? Fine. If they are going for renewal, probably the reasons have they passed or failed. The reasons might be whether the attendance is less or more, might be any reasons. But the question which arises is that, sir, in 2013 and 14, SC Welfare Department had found that 1,65,642 students were eligible, but only 1,48,687 students were registered. So the question arises is that why 20,000 students application has been rejected is the question, sir. Sir, which needs to be answered. ST Welfare, sir, 2013 and 14, 82,069 eligible and registered were 73,319, sir. Sir, BC Welfare 4,72,206 eligible and registered are 4,29,981. Disabled Welfare 234 eligible, 209 registered. EBC 70,810 and registered is 793, sir. Sir, Minority Welfare, sir, 2013 and 14 eligible were 65,461 and the registered were 58. So the question arises, why 10,000 minority students? And we have to see the total, sir. Honorable Speaker, sir, total में जब जाते हैं, तो total eligible candidates were 8,56,422 and the registered are 7,78,916. So almost 1 lakh students have been rejected. So the question arises, why have they rejected? When we see 2013 and 14, these are the figures, sir. And Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to bring through you to kind attention to the Honorable Chief Minister Saab is that on the website this report is there. In 2015 and 16, the shocking figures are 45,895 are eligible in SCs and registered is on 0, sir. Registered is 0. ST Welfare 28,401, registered is only 1, sir.
What was the number registered and what was the 0? Can you repeat that? Which year, which course?
That's what I'm doing, sir. Sir, 2013 and 14 I had given the details, sir. Now I'm giving the details of 2015 and 16, sir. And this information, this report is there on the website, sir. Sir, course details, I don't have that detail, sir. But all the courses are there. All the courses are there. All the SC students, like before they have applied. If you want, I'll go back and I'll get the information, that information also, sir. So the question is that when 45,895 students were found eligible, why zero students have been registered in SC? In ST department, 28,401 were eligible and only 1 student was registered. BC Welfare, 1,23,340 are eligible and registered is only 6. Sir, again, disabled, 16 eligible and registered is 0. EBC, 12,528 registered, eligible, and registered are 0. Yeah, website पे है सब. That is why I said, before giving this information, sir, I said, we need to check, what is this? When we are giving a demand in the budget and allocating the amount according to this requirement, and the website gives this information. ये जो आपका ई-पास का जो वेबसाइट है ना साहब, उस पे मिला सो डिटेल. Sir, and these are the latest figures, sir. Sir, minorities, sir, 12,295 are eligible and registered are again 0. And the total eligible for the year 2015 and 16 is 2,22,475 and registered is only 7. So where are we going wrong is the question. Sir, where are we going wrong? Because this is not my information. This is not my information, sir. Sir, again, if we have to go to 2016 and 17 also, again the same disparity continues. The eligibility and the registry. The total eligible candidates for the year 2016 and 17 are 9,02,898. Registered candidates are 7,70,953. तो वही नहीं साहब, मैं ये हर एक साल का दे रहा हूं मैं।
अकबर साहब ऐसा है, आप रजिस्टर्ड इतने देखे तो 0 है बोल रहे, फिर यहाँ 7 लाख बोल रहे, वो आपका फिगर कुछ मैच नहीं कर रहा, तो यानी कि पूरे अपडेटेड नहीं है।
नहीं, आप नहीं सुने साहब, आप नहीं सुने। आप मैं 2016 एंड 17 की बात कर रहा साहब। इससे पहले जो मैं तफसील दिया 2015 एंड 16 की है, ये 2016 एंड 17 की बात कर रहा हूं। हाँ साहब जारी है, उसके बावजूद ये दिया जा रहा है। मैं यही बताना चाह रहा हूं आपको, मैं यही बताना चाह रहा हूं आपको कि जारी रहने के बाद भी ये तफसीलात है, तो वेबसाइट पे से गलत तफसीलात कैसे दे सकते हैं? और हो चुका है इसका। अब जो आएगा साहब 2017 एंड 18 बोल के स्टार्ट होगा उसके बाद में, तो ये तफसीलात मैं जानना चाह रहा हूं कि इसके डिटेल्स हुकूमत दे। और सर मैं आपको यह भी पूछना चाह रहा हूं सर, I had also pointed out that after colleges get registered. This is a very important issue, sir. Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to know, I had also pointed out that after colleges get registered with the e-pass, they have to get a confirmation. But the registered colleges are not getting confirmation, which entitle the students enrolled within to get MTF and RTF. Sir, I would like to explain in this. Sir, every college is supposed to register themselves with the e-pass. And after registration, confirmation is received. And the scholarship comes to only those colleges who have registered and the registration has been confirmed. The students are allotted by the competent authority to this college, that college, 4 colleges, 10 colleges. Sir, what happens is that after registration, the college is not confirmed. So what is the fate of the student studying there? What is the fate? They say that this college is not confirmed, your fees will not come. Then after the inspection, the affiliation of that college has been taken away. That college is blacklisted. What about the future of the students studying in that college? When that college is blacklisted, the fees is not coming by the government and the student is suffering. Sir, why should a student suffer because of the college management? Why should the student suffer? He is studying there. He is studying there. Whatever action needs to be taken, take against the management. Put them behind the bars. But the students are suffering in that. So this is, sir, what are the norms? I would like to know. Sir, I would like to know what are the norms for registration and confirmation of the colleges under e-pass. This is very important. Nobody knows what are the norms. Sir, again, will the government start a helpline for the students whose MTF, RTF arrears are to be paid? Sir, I had recalled that Chief Minister had promised in the August House that the pre-matric and post-matric scholarship scheme for the state would be revived for minority students. The student of the scholarship would be raised to rupees 5,000 per student. GO has been issued in this regard, but the Minority Welfare Department has not revised the state pre-matric scholarship. Yesterday, Honorable Chief Minister Sahab rose and he said, Akbar Sahab, GO de diye, SC, STs के बराबर minorities को देंगे. साहब मेरी बात को सुनिए, आपको गुमराह कर रहे हैं ये लोग. जो GO इशू किया गया है, ये GO सिर्फ BCE मुस्लिम्स के लिए इशू किया गया है. हमारा डिमांड और आपका वादा था कि सारे मुसलमानों को विल बी ट्रीटेड ऑन पार विद SCs एंड STs. तो ये मैं आपसे मुतालबा कर रहा हूं कि सारे मुसलमानों को आप SC STs के बराबर करिए. आज वो नहीं हो रहा, GO आने के बाद भी मुसलमानों के साथ नहीं हो रहा है. सर मैं आपको यह भी बताना चाहता हूं सर, yesterday I had said that. Sir, it's a very important subject, sir.
Again, it is.
Sir, I would like a clarification from Honorable Chief Minister is that, sir, he had said yesterday that many colleges have been closed because of lack of infrastructure and lack of faculty member. Fine, sir. Do that. But the question which arises here is that 500 junior colleges have been closed. As per these details, This is again not my details, sir. This is again not my information, sir.
Please,
Sir, we can see on the page number. More than 500 junior colleges have been closed. Sir, if we again have to see the page numbers, the engineering colleges have been closed. Sir, I would say that please close all the private colleges, no problem. Make it cashless. Let the government colleges come up. That would be very good. All scholarships देने का बंद हो जाता है, government colleges अच्छे हो जाते हैं, cashless हो जाएगा. लेकिन sir, where are we failing? We should not forget, sir, what are the findings? What are the findings, sir? Sir, about this overseas scheme, yesterday I had appreciated and I have thanked the government. Today, once again, I come on record and I appreciate and I thank the government for accepting our demand. Overseas scholarship.
please,
Sir, overseas
brief,
scholarship.
be brief.
ओवरसीज स्कॉलरशिप पे बच्चे चले गए सर, पढ़ रहे हैं वहां पे, दो सेमेस्टर की फीस देना है 2000. अब ये लास्ट ईयर की जो देना है 8.97 करोड़ देना है. 2016 एंड 17 की जो एप्लीकेशंस आ गए क्लियर करना है 94.76 करोड़. दैट इज 103.73 करोड़ ये क्लियर करना है. इसको कैसा करेंगे सर? आई एम कंक्लूडिंग सर, थ्रू यू I would like to bring to the kind notice of Honorable Chief Minister Saab is that, sir, recently released National Sample Survey data, Government of India. National Sample Survey data of Government of India shows a helpless state of Telangana in terms of education. The report mentioned various flaws of the state education. And it pointed the key areas like literacy rate, dropout school students, and other behind its precarious education condition. Survey report, sir. The literacy rate in state is second lowest in country, next to Bihar, and lower than all India average of 69%. In Telangana, the percentage of dropout school students is 67.2%. Most of the dropout students are for farmers' families involved in agriculture. The computer knowing student in age of 14 to 29 is lowest in Telangana compared to Indian states. The student pursuing professional and technical education in engineering, sir. Sir, only in engineering.
Please conclude, please.
Sir, I am concluding, sir. It's very important, sir.
Please conclude.
The student pursuing professional technical courses per thousand is lowest in Telangana. Compared to other states. However, the number of students per thousand students studying engineering in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, sir. More the report suggests that the state to promote medical education, as per the report, the figures are there, sir. So the survey shows that Telangana is behind. So now I take, that's what I'm saying. Sir, I take a strong objection on the sentence, the words used by such a senior parliamentarian and a chief minister of a newly formed state of Telangana, saying that we don't require engineering graduates. They are going for constable jobs. We'll close them. Sir, what sort of a statement is this? Sir, right of education is the right of every individual. The quality needs to be increased. If we say that कि आपके तालीम से, आपके डिग्री से नौकरियां नहीं मिल रही है, तो आप पढ़ना छोड़ दो, तो कैसी बात है बताइए? गलत बात है, मैं कहूंगा. ऐसे नहीं बोलना चाहिए. एक जिम्मेदार चीफ मिनिस्टर को ऐसे जुमले अदा करना जेब नहीं देता, मैं कहूंगा. बहुत सी उम्मीदें हैं. तेलंगाना को हासिल करने वाले लोगों ने अपनी जानों की बाजी लगाई, जानों की कुर्बानी दी. आपकी आवाज पे आपके पीछे आए इस तवक्को के साथ कि हर एक को रोजगार मिलेगा, हर एक को तालीम का मौका मिलेगा. लेकिन अगर आज इस तरीके से बात करेंगे कि
बोलना चाहे
कॉलेजेस को बंद कर देंगे, जो देखे साहब, जो चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब बोले, मुझे बोलना पड़ेगा.
Please, you said that you are concluding. Again, you are going back to the matter subject. Akbar sahab.
Sir, I am concluding, sir.
Please, you have been
आखिरी में
concluding.
सर, मैं आपके जरिए हुकूमत से दरखास्त करूंगा कि आप बराए मेहरबानी एक तारीख बोलिए, 2 महीने, 4 महीने, प्लीज डीमोनेटाइजेशन को सपोर्ट करें और अब डीमोनेटाइजेशन का सहारा लेकर फीस की अदाई पर ताखीर मत करिए। अब डीमोनेटाइजेशन के बहाने अगर हम इन बच्चों के साथ नाइंसाफी करेंगे तो बहुत खराब होगा सर। मैं आपके जरिए हुकूमत से दरखास्त करूंगा कि जितने ड्यूज हैं उन ड्यूज को आप क्लियर करिए। और आखिर में यह कहूंगा कि मैं हैदराबाद पब्लिक स्कूल में पढ़ा हुआ हूं सर। हैदराबाद पब्लिक स्कूल के भी कई ड्यूज हैं, हैदराबाद पब्लिक स्कूल के भी ड्यूज हैं सर। SC ST बच्चे जो पढ़ रहे हैं उनके ड्यूज नहीं दिए। काइंडली रिलीज दोज ड्यूज ऑल्सो एंड आई होप दैट द ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब वुड गिव a specific reply to all the questions that has been raised by me, and he would also issue clear-cut instructions to the Minority Welfare Department to release and to please उन्होंने जो जबान दिए हैं उस पर अमल करें। मैं बार बार यही कह रहा हूं साहब, मैं आपकी तायद, किसी की तायद आप नहीं कर रहे हैं बोल रहे हैं साहब, लेकिन मैं तो आपकी तायद कर रहा हूं। आप मेरी भी तायद नहीं कर रहे हैं क्या बताइए? मैं कहा कि आप बीजेपी की वकालत कर रहे हैं। मैं ये बात बोला साहब मैं।